I think it's time for me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hoove. It's A-H to the U-V. Light shine bright, but I used to hide like a UV. I used to wonder why they used and abused me. When I was here, I was y'all chosen since a juvie. Kind of funny how that seems to happen. Catch a fish, switch the bait, so I'm out here rapping. So if you're sick and tired of misalignment, trapped in, click the link below because it's time to tap in. I'm Coach Hoove, founder and owner of Higher Altitude, and I help many of y'all transform their physical bodies to be in alignment with the spiritual purpose. So if you're ready for that, and guys, y'all know it's time to be ready for that. So it's really not even a question. It's time to pick up the call. We got families, loved ones depending on us, and it starts with our leadership. Not with our words, but the things we do, our actions. Faith without works is dead, y'all. Shalom. Peace. Yo, I told y'all it gets ugly over here in the Snapchat. I'm not sure if I want to bring the full ugliness of the situation out, right? And I don't want y'all to get it confused. You know, when I stated, when I made my comment, I'm talking about when it comes to the divine masculine, the divine feminine. Each male and female has those qualities, those attributes, those characteristics within them, or at least they should be activated. You know what I'm saying? The way in which the society is engineered, it likes to, and people are programmed, actually leave these things dormant. But once you're able to bring the two together, you know what I'm saying, and on a spiritual level, it's even more powerful. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get into all that today. But when you bring it together in yourself, you feel me? That's when you know what I'm saying, you become whole and you walk in your divine, and you know what I'm saying, and you're really walking in your power, right? But I wanted to say this because, like, I don't want people to get it confused. Like, ancient Israel, like, we were patriarchal, you feel me? But the thing about, like when you hear the word patriarchy, right, I'm not sure what it comes to people's minds, but a lot of women, like, especially because of these movements that we had all throughout the 90s, from the women's suffrage to the feminism movement and everything like that, they were rebelling against the white patriarchy. Understand? They were rebelling against the white patriarchy. So their patriarchy and our patriarchy was totally something different. You feel me? And we had a more balancing force. You can't understand what I'm saying? But yes, the man can have more than one woman. That don't mean every man should. Every righteous man should. Because we don't need wicked motherfuckers spreading their seed, all right? And then I speak on, like, you know, that wives, the women that you're seeking out to be your wife, should be a virgin, all right? Because the field is already polluted, gang. You feel me? They have to, like I said, bro, they have to be cleansed. They have to have a strong relationship with the Most High. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not, I mean, and then be bought into the vision. There's several factors, you know what I'm saying? But it's just not a good investment. You understand what I'm saying? But that's why you have these other categories, subcategories like concubine. You get what I'm saying? And concubine is nothing. It's just drop down. You know what I'm saying, from a wife. Yet alone, she still has a man. She still has a husband. She still has a man. She still has a covering. Understand all that? But you didn't make the sacrifices, right, that deemed you worthy. Everybody makes mistakes with it like that. Like, I'm saying, look, if you just want to have, like, I'm giving you the breaks, all right? If some motherfuckers, look, my simp ass daddy gonna marry a woman with 3 kids, and then she end up, like, this nigga was doing way better than her. She manipulated the situation and climbed up the ladder off this nigga, and this nigga, like, it's that type of shit that be going on, bro. I'm not speaking from my hurt, bro. I'm speaking because this shit happens all throughout our community, because people don't even understand that sex is a sacred energy exchange, gang. So what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't be talking about men patriarchal. We could just be super promiscuous and shit like that. No, we have regulations too. Because if it's a sex energy exchange, right? That means that it's important for the parties that's involved, that you're covering and who you're sleeping with, that they all have relationships with each other and we all on one accord. Serving the Most High and shit like that. Because this is how a lot of spiritual warfare takes place, through sex magic. This is why a woman can't be fucking around with Tom, Dick, and Harry all and shit like that. Really, she needs to be she's designed for one man. Understand what I'm saying? But if you find yourself in that concubine slot and everything like that, understand, you can only fuck with one man at a time. You know what I'm saying? And in between the times, nigga, you need a period of cleansing and celibacy and shit like that. Because why? That is warfare. Okay? Y'all don't heard of pillow talking and all that type of shit, all right? Because put it like this, bro. If you were the woman of God, right? And boom, y'all rocking, y'all got it going and everything like that. And then, you know, you got like somebody, like she may be out in public or some shit like that, right? Man, I'm smoking home. I'm smoking, okay? Like, but I don't do it all the time, fool. Like, I just be trying to get stimulated. I don't got I ain't got my meds. When I'm saying my meds, I ain't got my Adderall. I ain't my nigga ADHD. You feel me? So I be like self-stimulating when I'm trying to study and cook up and shit and whatever the fuck like that, bro. I need help, all right? But hold on. But yeah, what I'm saying. So like, yeah, man, you know, nigga, that's what we do, man. Niggas be out. That's how we have fun, bro. That's why I ain't have fun when I was in relationships and shit like that. I'm over here trying to like, you know, like I went like it lowered like me. It lowered me from being me. You feel me? Because I wasn't really, I wasn't on the hunt and shit like that no more. Because like the bitches is bringing too. I don't feel like talking about all that right now. All right, but check it. Yeah. So like, you know, like just like I do, right? My man, he shoot at your chick or whatever like that, and but is she? And she, oh, I'm sorry, I'm married, whatever like that. That's what a respectable and honorable woman would do. Understand what I'm saying? And then that honorable, respectable man, like, oh, I'm sorry, sis. Like, I know, move on. Because, all right, women are beautiful. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, bro. But also, this is a side note. This is why ancient Israel, they used to, like, they had different attire. You know what I'm saying? For the statuses of chicks. Similar to how, like, okay, like they would, if a woman wore a head covering, then it's other, but generally speaking, you know what I mean, like a head covering was symbolize, you know what I'm saying, that she's under the covering or whatever like that, all right. And then but then harlots they would have the whole face shit and everything like that, like, everything covered, because you know it's shameful what they doing and everything like that. So you know, that's just kind of like save them a little bit of dignity. You know what I'm saying? That motherfuckers ain't exactly knowing who that is while they out in public and shit like that. All right. It's crazy because I don't want to. I want to stay on point. All right. Fuck. All right. But a fucking warlock, a devilish ass nigga and shit like that is he gonna try to proceed anyway. Oh, but he ain't got no or lead off talk. I don't know what it is that these niggas do to seduce these bitches, but a lot of times the bitches they ain't got no integrity anyway. You know what I'm saying? If they even entertain it, you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like that's why I'm coming to understand it's cool to like let that situation be alone. Yet alone though, right? Y'all gotta understand other people's situations and circumstances, right? Me, what if a nigga, I had a family with a bitch? You know what I'm saying? And that shit happened to me. You feel me? So now, my kids and shit like that gotta grow up with a split parent household, or I gotta fucking just deal with that shit. Fuck nah. Yeah, all right? So, that's why, that's the reason behind the importance, bro. Because I say this too, because even with people that's in the awakening, right? That are light workers and shit like that. Not all light workers are astute within Torah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think a lot of them fully grasp, you know what I'm saying, like, this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a reason why, right? When Israel came up out of Egypt, out of Egypt as a mixed multitude, before we started, you know what I'm saying, slaying the motherfuckers over in the land of Canaan, and we started building up and everything like that. That we didn't take all of the fucking the belief systems of Egypt. And I'll just drop it right there. I'll just leave it right there. Alright? Motherfuckers talking about the black woman is God and everything like that. Look, I'd rather say that I'm still learning, alright? But I don't agree with that. I don't feel like that fucked me up in my walk or no shit like that. I don't agree with that. If we want to include, you know what I'm saying, the two forces and shit like that, then they both create, because we here on earth need both each other to fucking create. All right? Men build nations, women birth them. All right? So this whole, like, you know what I'm saying, like, how the fuck did the creation come through without a fucking seed? Understand that, nigga. Our sperm, that's our seed. And we plant it in the field, the soil. Okay? So, I don't know who fucking came first. The man and the woman, like that. But when you look in Genesis, it said that when God, when he made Eve, he took her out of. He said he took Adam's rib and he made woman. All right? Make it different. Woman was made for man. So, I agree with that. You feel me? I'm a Yehudim, gang. The tribe of Judah, all right? I'm saying that not even just to the people that we got awakened, but even to the spiritual folks and shit like that, like, and I respect y'all schools of thought and shit like that, but I'm telling y'all, everybody, y'all talking about Christ consciousness, right? What lineage did Christ come through? Okay, let's study the culture, the culture of the Israelites. We see they feel the way like that. Talk to my man, DP over at KHM. I don't do the debating over here. I love y'all, man. It's in this Shabbat, so I'm finna get back to this work. Peace. I'm gonna add this one in here too, and I'll be done for the day. I want y'all to look up Telegony. That's T-E-L-O-G. O-N-Y. All right? Fuck it, I'll add it on there. And microcranianism. Okay? That science, right, was omitted from just, they try to obscure that, you know what I'm saying, within the Western world, specifically in the early 1900s, all right? Right before they start pushing out these suffrages and shit like that. If you watch, if y'all follow me on IG, if you don't already, follow me on IG at King of Who, all right? Go to my stories. Watch it from the beginning, you understand, from the rebirth, all the way to A Who Story Part 12, okay? I put shit in order for you niggas, bro. Because I ain't doing this shit I'm trying to teach you guys. We need this shit if we gonna change this earth, bro. If we gonna get this, you know what I'm saying, remove this wickedness and shit like that. Because it starts with our homes and everything get it right. Then the bloodletting happens. Alright? But we can't build on no broken foundation, so I gotta let y'all know where the shit got fucked up at. Hey, let me add this one in here today, because I touched on the wives, touched on the concubines. I ain't gonna go in real detail on the hoes, the harlots. I'm gonna just say this, man. To them bitches that like be expecting cash apps and everything like that before you can even get a conversation, before you can even try to get a date or whatever the fuck like that. They're telling you what they are. Alright? So don't be mad. Pay the price, be like, all right, shit. Like, no, like, fuck all that. What's the price to fuck? No, I'm talking about what's the price of your number. What's the price to fuck? Okay? Y'all make sure, and if that's what y'all want to do, make sure you strap up, gang. For real. Because you playing a dangerous game. Well, just don't be going back more than once. You know what I'm saying? Because now you loving that hoe. You feel me? Now you building like real strong soul ties. You feel me? And that's just me. I'm probably the only nigga I heard say some shit like that. But like, I mean, man, shit happen, bro. Niggas be in droughts, bro. I was in a drought before, man. Yeah, even the kid I was in the drop. I think God made that happen, bro. Cause I don't see how the fuck I'm in the drop right now, but I'm actually abstaining. Cause I got a good thing coming. A little sweet Tenderoni. She's probably a virgin. but yeah, like y'all, man, just y'all gotta be careful out there, man. Like until like the king returns, bro. Like we gotta make the best of this shit. And like, and when the king return, I just I don't know for sure, but I don't see that class actually existing. You know what I mean? I actually, like, you know, I don't know. You feel me? I'm just giving you the ropes and the skinnies, man, based upon this world in which we live in now, and the shit that they lie and try to give us a false illusion of, man. That way people are like, and it's that way people are given the choice, and they're going into things with the level of like of clarity and transparency. You know what I'm saying? On what shit is about, because it's all that trickery and deception and all that type of shit where people getting taken advantage of, and like there's so many broken homes, niggas like in jail, niggas dead. Fucking like, you know, women getting beaten and impregnated and abandoned kids, nigga, the human trafficking and shit like that. This is what all this shit causes, bro. This is why I'm touching on this shit first, nigga, doing this moon cycle where we're solidifying the foundation. So I'm talking about the foundations of motherfuckers' homes. And on my fitness channel, like I'll be getting on that's Train with a Hoof, and I'll be getting on you know, foundation within itself. But I only speak good at these things as I'm actually practicing and doing it. And Lord been calling me to detox and shit, and it's weird because I be wanting to detox, but it's like I honestly don't get to speaking. Like my throat chakra get to open the fuck up. Like once I have, like, you know what I'm saying, a buzz ball, one or two. You feel me? So that's why I be doing it. So I guess it worked for me. I don't know. Like.